talking about diabetes mellitus versus diabetes insipidus. So I think sometimes people confuse these two because of the first part, right? The word diabetes. But I'll tell you right now, they're not. They're totally different. I know they probably shouldn't have used the same names at the beginning part, but just know up front, they're not related to each other at all. Okay, they're totally separate, totally different. So first, let me kind of address diabetes mellitus. Diabetes mellitus, whether it's type 1 or type 2, has to do with sugar. Okay, that has to do with the issue where the glucose levels are abnormal because of a lack of production, whether it's 1 or 2, because pretty much there's not enough insulin. Okay, so diabetes mellitus is focused mainly on it's an endocrine problem focused mainly on the issue of the glucose levels being elevated because not enough insulin is there to uptake the glucose. Diabetes insipidus, whole other thing. So diabetes insipidus has to do with the body not producing enough of a hormone called ADH, antidiuretic hormone. So this hormone, because it doesn't produce enough of it, as a result, the body ends up becoming losing a lot of water. So it can't. I want to say it can't concentrate the urine. So what the body does is that it ends up losing um, extreme amounts of water. So because it's called anti-diuretic hormone. So because it's called anti, right? Think about what diuretics do in general, and anti. So it's producing too little of it. So as a result, it's not able to. It gets rid of too much fluid. So because it gets rid of all this fluid out of the body, that's why they have polydipsia or thirst, excessive thirst. That's why they have polyuria, excessive urine. You have to really monitor their sodium levels because their sodium levels will be altered. Usually, it can be higher, like hypernatremia. So they have high sodium levels. And the other thing about it, like if I was to give you like a bottle of water, and let's say I put some salt in here, and then I just like got rid of all. I forgot to close it the way. But let's say, for example, like if I was to give you a bottle of water, like I just did right now, and just mess myself up, and let's say I put salt in the water, right? I put a normal amount of salt in the water, and then I emptied almost all the water out. Well, now the amount of salt concentration will be higher, right? Because think about the last time you put salt in a container, and then all salt in a container of water, and then you empty out the water. Now you have a lot of salt left, right? That's essentially what it is. Okay, they have low urine. I'm just kind of wiping this down now. They have low urine specific gravity. So they have low urine specific gravity. Also, as well, you may see like an increase in the other values. Like for example, it's called hemo concentration. So the hemoglobin level, the hematocrit level will be increased, right? Because there's less water. So it's really in comparison to the volume of the cell or the hemoglobin to the amount of water. So as a result, it makes it look like there's more, right? So man, I can't believe I spilled this water here. So yeah, so there's two different tests. There's like a couple of tests that we can do to confirm if they have diabetes insipidus. Um, it's one is called a water deprivation test, and another one's called to measure the ADH level. So pretty much to see if the level is too low based on what it's supposed to be. We can also something that we can do to help it. It's not cured, but it is managed. We can give them medications that help to replace the ADH level, such as vasopressin and demopressin. All right, those medications they're like producing synthetic ADH, so to speak, but they help to replace the ADH levels. Also, of course, giving them fluids, so encouraging them to drink lots of fluids since they're losing so much, monitoring their weight, monitoring their hydration status because they're probably very dehydrated because they're losing all this fluid every single day. So that's the biggest thing. That's essentially describing diabetes insipidus. So you see how it has nothing to do with the same thing. Diabetes mellitus is all about sugar and glucose and insulin. Diabetes insipidus is all about ADH and water, right? The loss of water, excessive lots of water, because they don't have enough of this hormone that helps to concentrate, helps to keep the fluid in. So as a result, that's why everything goes down, everything appears to go up, the sodium goes up, the hemoglobin goes up, the hematocrit goes up, because now all this fluids come out. So the concentration of the sodium levels, the potassium levels, the hemoglobin levels is higher than in comparison to the water. So that's the reason why it's elevated when you do their labs. And that's why you need to encourage them for fluid intake, monitor the fluid intake, monitor the hydration status as well, right? So that's in a nutshell describing the difference between diabetes mellitus and diabetes insipidus. All right, hopefully you found this helpful. If you did find it helpful, share this video right now. Share this with somebody that would benefit from this, or just share this video, period. Comment below, let me know that you found it informative as well. And if you need help to pass your ANCHOS exam, go ahead and click above or below this video to schedule a free phone consultation so we can help you to pass your exam. This will give you access to a special training, and at the end of the training, there's an opportunity where you can apply to talk on the phone, and we can help strategize and figure out what you need to pass your boards, whether it's your RN or your LPN exam. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you the next time.